My name is Matt Poskay, MLL MVP, Team Gate. Special shooting tips I try to work on and use still that I used back a long time in high school and through my college days are, just a consistent array of shooting from different angles and, really trying to develop a really consistent overhand shot. Once I've learned that you can develop the overhand shot to, mark your spot, know exactly where the ball is going every time it leaves your stick, that allows you to drop your angle. And by that, creating more muscle mass and within your body to use sidearm shots and underhand shots. But the key in all shooting is develop an overhand shot first, then work your way down. The one thing that I've learned of how to improve your game, not only on the lacrosse field, but something just in general, I think, is to play as many sports as possible. As a college coach and talking to many other college coaches and learning from one of the best in Coach Starsia down at the University of Virginia is that being an athlete is more recruitable than being just a lacrosse player. If you're able to play, football, basketball, soccer, ice hockey, as well as lacrosse, and be the best on those teams as well, your star power is much more important to a college coach rather than being just the star of the lacrosse team. As a college coach, I want the guy who's on the foul line with 2 seconds left and has to make the winning free throws, or the guy who has to kick the extra point to win the game, or make the Hail Mary pass, or run the ball down the field, or hit a shootout hockey goal to win the game. That's the kind of competitor I want on the lacrosse field, who's been in situations like that, not just on playing with their stick in their hands all the time. Someone who's learned from different sports to become the lacrosse player they are today. In the off season, the way I stay in shape and keep my stick skills up is being able to shoot on the goal every day. I'm assistant coach at Drew University in New Jersey, and since I'm able to warm up the goalies every day, 2 to 3 goalies, I'm getting my work in at the same time I'm warming them up, getting them ready for their daily practices, and improving their game while I'm on the other side of the line, working on my own shot, developing the muscle I need in the off season to become the player I am when the season rolls around. I personally like to take a bucket of balls out to a field and shoot on a goal rather than shooting at a wall. But it's the same sense of pounding that ball against the wall as much as you possibly can to develop your overhand pass and overhand shot. I think riding in the sport of lacrosse has been a lost art a little bit. Some of the best recruitable high school players are as well as your best riders. That something that goes without saying is you're not seeing it just if you go to watch a game, but as a coach trying to recruit somebody, it's something that we pick up on instantly, how hard you work when you don't have the ball. And that's something that riding is a big part of the game, and you can get more possessions. And if you are a guy who likes to score and earn their points, riding's a great time to get the ball back for yourself. Some things that I look for as a coach and other coaches look for in players growing up from the youth level through high school is someone who may stand out a little bit on the field, but not stand out in the way of fashionable or something like that. It's a guy who's working hard off the ball, with the ball, picking up his teammates. Just the general guy who may not be the superstar, but the guy who the coaches can really find, or the guy they kind of want to build their team at the next level. Maybe the guy that stays after a practice, takes his extra shots. At the same time, the guy who's able to may not play the role he thinks to play, but to be a team player. Like I said before, it's not just lacrosse players that college coaches are looking for. It's the athlete that can play lacrosse.